I'm burning up, I'm feeling up, free, forever plagued with this fire inside me. To live or up, to live or die blindly, it's empty, it's bluffing, defining the nothing. Interfering with the color fate is crawling out of you, and now find comfort in the smallest spaces I've sold out. I know I read, I hope I do not sit and write you different. It's different. Destroy my pain, destroy my shame, can't let my life go.
And most importantly, Lance just put your name on the list. I couldn't deny the facts, so I just stayed quiet. Red must have taken my silence as a yes and looked a bit bitter. I realized afterwards that you might have something else you want to do. I was just so happy that you'd be in the play with me that it never crossed my mind. If I wasn't so insistent, you would have done something else with your time, right? So you could have worked in the cafe Tay works at. I was just listening quietly, but I couldn't stay quiet any longer at the last things he said. I almost asked why he thought that, but I realized it's probably because I missed rehearsal to go to Banjul today. I hurriedly made my excuse. I think you're misunderstanding something. It's not that I don't like the drama club. Of course, I never thought I'd be in the club, but now I changed my thoughts. It's an incredible opportunity to act in a school play. I think it's awesome to do something I'll remember for a long time. So, you did push me a bit, but now I feel thankful towards you and Lance. I worried if you'd still misunderstand and told him all my honest thoughts. Red listened quietly to what I had to say. He looked ambivalent, and when I said that it's not that I don't like the drama club, but he frowned when I mentioned Lance. He looked enraged. Lance, that jerk. Oh. The more I think about it, the more pissed I get. He said the play was worthless. He gave in and put in your name to protect you, so nothing bad happens to you. I feel like I always lose to him. Red was troubled by the inferiority he feels from Lance again. The difference between them can be each of their strengths, but they always try to hurt each other. I quickly changed the subject to cheer him up, but now because of that, I can go to school and come home with you. You have no idea how relieved I am because of you. And Lance didn't do that. It's you, isn't it? I was a bit embarrassed at what I said and was blushing, but Red didn't say anything. I glanced at him and saw that his cheeks were a bit red, too. Of course, that's what I promised to you. Red still seemed a bit sullen, but he seemed to cheer from what I said. I'm glad. His expression was still a bit hardened, so I beamed at him. Thank you so much. Red looked at me and then quickly turned his head away. He let out a sigh, and he looked back at me with his face loosened. He quietly opened the bag of cookies I gave him. We shared the cookies and walked home. I feel like the sweetness is filling up the spaces between us. Another day has passed. I opened up my familiar diary and thought about the things that happened today. I remembered the conversation I had with Red the most. I got to hear about his honest thoughts for at least a little while. I remember the conversation I had with Red on our way home the most. I want Red to be a bit more confident. On the outside, Red was always energetic and confident, but inside he was so hurt and troubled by all the inferiority he feels. And I think he feels the most inferior when he's with Lance. I picture the two bickering at each other. I soon felt frustrated at the thought and nibbled on my pen. The two standing side by side in my mind were nothing alike. They each had their own personalities and charms, but sadly I don't think Red realizes that. Meanwhile, so many kids like Red and follow him. The kids in the drama club and his classmates, they're all his fans and good friends. Is that not enough for Red? I wish he'd realized his own charms at least once. I was caught up in my thoughts when I heard a knock at the door. Let's check the diary. I guess it wasn't entered yet. Save here. Who is it? Come in. The door suddenly opened as I answered. Throughout the door I heard teacups clattering. Get the fuck away from me! No! Don't come any closer! Get out, Tay! Fuck. Every time I see him, it's just, You're still awake. I'm glad I brought you tea. Tay, thanks. I closed the diary when he came in. Tay watched me. You were writing in your diary? Yeah, it's what I always do. But what kind of tea is it? I brought you ZZZ since it's time for bed. FYI, drug. He's gonna drug her to sleep. Oh, that tea with a funny name. Yeah. Tay gave me a smile and I took the teacup. I took a sip. The warmth and aromatic smell flowed through my body. It's warm. I just made it, so be careful to avoid getting burned. But first... As I put the teacup down and looked at him, Tay asked me a question. So, who gave me the candies? I told you, I can't tell you that. Tay's actually kind of insistent. I evaded answering. Seeing that, Tay looked disheartened and let out a sigh. I shouldn't have taken them. I was a bit flustered from what he said and convinced him. But you already took them. Or why don't you try taking presents from now on? I heard that there's a separate fan club from all the girls you rejected because you refuse everything. That's the first time I heard that. If it's true, I'm very sorry. But I think it's right to refuse the presents if I'm not going to reject their confessions anyways. I don't know who they're from, but if I can't say yes, then I don't want them. Those candies, I mean. So if you tell me who they're from, I'll go get them back. I felt my heart sink from what he said. My hands were getting slipped from all the sweat. If Tay really gives the present back to Soya, then she'll be so hurt. You'll give them back yourself? That's too cruel. She was really happy that you took them. But what she did was kind of detestable. She used you. Well, that's true, but... Tay finally gave in after seeing me evade and look troubled. Alright, come to think of it, you might get in trouble if I return them. Alright, I'll keep the candies. Instead, make it clear to her that I'm not accepting them in the way she wants me to. Fine. I knew it. He finally ended up saying the thing I feared the most. I thought things went too well, and I felt sorry to Tay. Tay was being the bad guy on purpose, not to hurt other people. I nodded with a heavy heart. What Soya wanted was for Tay to take the presents anyways, so at least half of her wish came true. Tay tried to break the ice and change the subject. Well, since that takes taken care of, did you give the cookies you bought? Oh, yeah. Thanks to that, I was able to have an honest conversation with Red. I see. Tay stroked his chin quietly. He looks as if he knows something. I carefully asked him. Tay isn't Red. Tay, isn't Red a bit weird these days? He looks so down, and he says a lot of things I can't understand. Tay, do you know what's going on with him? How should I put it? Tay made a puzzling expression. Don't play around and tell me if you know something. It was weird when he shouted out loud that he likes you and stormed out. Does it have to do with you? Oh, come to think of it, I think he talked about you today, too. Yeah, that did happen. He talked about me today? I think I now understand. Really, what is it? What is it?
You want to know?
I want to know!
Above everything else, you want to know the most about Red?
Huh? Tay folded his arms and said as if he was expecting me.
You bought cookies earlier to give to Red, and you're in the drama club with him. So now you guys always go to school together because of that. Tay mumbled to himself, "You can stay jealous, bitch."
Even if those things didn't happen, it's natural to be curious of Red. He was always bright, and now he's suddenly so gloomy. Besides, he's not just being gloomy. He looks like he lost all of his confidence.
If that's how you see it, then I guess that's how it is.